Jae'Sean Tate this season has been playing spectacularly for the Houston Rockets and has solidified himself as one of the most consistent and one of the most productive players on this roster, and it's quite honestly a top 3 rookie right now behind Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball. So what's up? My name is JDC, and today we're going to be talking about Jae'Sean Tate and his future moving on with the Houston Rockets. But before I do quick, I'm going to get drop like down below, press subscribe button. It would really help the algorithm. Help go to channel to tell the people like Houston Rockets content. Help go to channel in general. So just drop like down below, press subscribe button, and let's get into the video. So Jae'Sean Tate right now is definitely a top 3 rookie right now behind LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards, considering that he's basically played in not all, 67 games this year. And basically has been one of the most productive and consistent players on this roster, averaging 11.2 points, 5.4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal a game. Now that stat line for basically a rookie has been really good, especially since he went undrafted in 2018. So that's definitely a plus side to Jae'Sean Tate, man, is that for someone that's 25 years old, he's basically NBA ready, just for the simple fact that he basically came out of the NBL last season playing for the Australia Kings, and then before that playing for Belgium. So he definitely has the experience to play basketball at a high level, and that definitely his game from the NBL translated to NBA games. So that's definitely good to see that Jae'Sean Tate has been basically playing well ever since coming out of the NBL. So now some takeaways from Jae'Sean Tate is that his stats are pretty good now. Not everything on the box score reflects what Jae'Sean Tate does, man. He actually does a lot on the court that doesn't reflect on the box score. Like, he does a lot of hustle plays, has a lot of blocks, man, has a lot of steals, has a lot of basically save plays. So he's definitely someone that does a lot on the court, man, for the team. He sacrifices his heart for the team. So that's definitely something I like about Jae'Sean Tate. He's basically like the heart and soul of this team. Now, I will say that people might say Christian Wood is the heart and soul of this team, but I definitely feel like Jae'Sean Tate is going to be kind of like a PJ Tucker type of role, where he's going to be there for defense, but also like leadership and, you know, keeping the team together. So that's definitely exciting to see Jae'Sean Tate kind of developing into that role in the future. So, and even he said himself, he kind of remodeled his game kind of like a PJ Tucker, Marcus Smart type of game. So that's something definitely good to see. Now, in terms of shooting splits, 50% from the field is definitely something really good, and it's one of his strengths in this game, man. He can really drive the ball and definitely can dunk the ball too, because in a lot of games, man, he can really blow past his defenders pretty easily, especially if they're basically shorter than him. So it's definitely good to see. In terms of posting up and his post game, he definitely has a post game. The thing I like about Tate's post game is that he's really patient with the ball and definitely uses a lot of fakes and spin moves to get the ball in the hoop. So that's definitely something I like about his game, is that he's just really patient. You know, he uses a lot of spin moves, a lot of fakes, and basically just doesn't rush shots. So that's definitely something good. Now, his downside to his game is his 3-point shot, shooting 29% from 3. Jae'Sean Tate this season has been absolutely horrendous from 3-point range. Last game against the Blazers, 0-4 from 3. Last game against the Jazz, 1-6. Last game against the Knicks, 0-3. So he definitely needs to work on that 3-point shot in the offseason, and hopefully it translates next season, because he just definitely needs that 3-point shot, man. He's missing a lot of open threes and a lot of just threes in general. So if he develops that 3-point shot, man, he's gonna be really good in the future and gonna be a really versatile player for us moving on. Now that's the next thing too. Moving on to my next point is that he's really versatile. On the court, man, he can really run any position from 1 through 4. I mean, he can run the 5 too, but obviously we won't want to run a small ball 5, because obviously those days were absolutely horrendous for us. So Jae'Sean Tate is definitely someone that can run any position on the court, man. I remember this one game he was running the point guard for us, because we didn't have Augustine, KPJ, or Wall. So basically we had Tate running the point guard, and it definitely worked out in the end for us. So I think it was against the Nuggets too. He dropped 14, 3, 4. And 4 steals, man. So that's definitely something really good. Now in terms of like overall, like his future moving on to the Houston Rockets, I definitely think he has a future with us, just for the simple fact that I definitely think that he likes it here in Houston, man. I just don't get any negative vibes from Jae'Sean Tate, man, and I definitely think he likes it here playing with alongside KPJ and C Wood. So hopefully he definitely stays for the long run, because I definitely like him here. He's a fan favorite and quite honestly one of my favorite players on this roster. So I definitely want to see him. I want to see him here for the long run. Now basically, I don't know, man. Jae'Sean Tate has been really spectacular for us. I definitely don't want to move him in the offseason, and definitely don't want to move on from him in the future. But if you get like a really good package for Jae'Sean Tate, maybe like a young player and maybe some picks, I highly doubt that will happen, but if we do, then we're gonna have to pull on that. But I definitely would consider Jae'Sean Tate untouchable right now. But in the future, if we're not contending for a title, man, it might be time to move on from some pieces on this roster. And Jae'Sean Tate might honestly be one of those pieces. But for right now, man, he's definitely an untouchable player on this roster, man. Alongside, of course, KPJ and Christian Wood. But that's definitely something to look out for, man. He's definitely like a really valuable player too. His contract is $2 million for 2 years, so it's definitely good. He's on a cheap, low contract alongside KPJ, who's only making, I want to say, like 3 million in 3 years. So he's still on a rookie contract. Christian Wood's on a 13 million for 3 years. Basically 41 million in 3 years. So there's a lot of guys on this roster making basically nothing except for obviously John Wall and Eric Gordon. But that's a video for another day. So other than that, man, Jae'Sean Tate, I think he's definitely here for the long run, man, and hopefully he stays here for life, you know. And definitely we'll build a culture around Jae'Sean Tate, Christian Wood, and KPJ. So that's the end of the video. If you guys like the video, drop a like down below, press subscribe button. It would really help the algorithm grow the channel to the people like you, so his content, upload the channel in general. So you can drop a like down below, press subscribe button, and I'm out. Peace.